Hey guys, I'm Denise.
And I'm Lindsay, and we're born this gay. Welcome, y'all, welcome.
Alright, so today we're going to tell you a couple of lesbian terms that you should know.
Yeah, I mean, we use quite a bit of different terms and languages out there, I guess. It'd be nice to just get filled in on a little bit of that, I guess. So that's what we're here for you guys today.
Alright, favorite word.
Alright, so I think one of my favorites that I've come to know about the past, year and a half, 2 years, has been Hoover damned. We've all heard of the term blue balls. You know, when a guy doesn't get his fill from, I guess being teased in a sense or something like that. But Hoover damned would be the female equivalent of that. It's where you don't get your fill after you've been led on.
So kind of like cock blocking. Is that
No. See, there's actually another term for that, for the female side of cock blocking. Because cock blocking is when you're flirting, maybe in a bar, in a public scenario, and you have someone who comes in and just three-ways that conversation. They just split right between you guys.
Okay. Oh, see, what I'm thinking of is beaver damming.
Beaver damming?
Yes, beaver damming. Yeah. Have you ever heard of that
I've never heard of beaver damming.
Beaver damming? Oh, okay. So, because
beaver. Makes sense.
Beaver,
right.
Beaver.
Right.
And then, yeah. So you're basically cock blocking, but, for lesbian style. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You know what's funny is my dad has a nickname that stuck with him from a child growing up, to where my cousins call him Uncle Beaver.
Oh.
And growing up, I had no idea of that term. And then until I, came of age and I started dating, and then I would talk about how my cousins called my dad Uncle Beaver. And I would get made fun of, and I wasn't exactly sure why. But yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't think he knows. If I'm being honest, I don't think he knows.
I'm gonna laugh if he watches this episode.
Oh, that's Dad, I love you, and I probably should have told you sooner.
Yes. All right, so what do you think? All right, go back to it. All right, so it's 100-footer.
100-footer. Oh, you know what? My girlfriend taught me this not but 2 days ago, actually. 100-footer is a lesbian you can spot from 100 feet away. They're just eye-catching, wow, she's gay. I mean,
whoa. Sometimes.
Explain. Yes, okay. Explain. Please explain.
Maybe, yeah, you're right.
Thank you. I was waiting for it.
In the gay community, I'd say, in the gay community, I'm 100.
You're 100 footer.
Yeah,
definitely. If anything, I'm
but
a 7.
Straight people, sometimes.
You'd be surprised. You would honestly be surprised.
I've been hit on by a guy in a tie.
Oh yeah. No, I've been out to a bar wearing, some jeans and a nice button-down shirt, my backwards cap, and I had a guy get me 5 different drinks trying to hit on me, and I was like, you can keep spending your money if you want to, but it's not going anywhere. This is your decision at this point.
We're wearing the same shirt.
Yeah. we can trade shoes, honestly. This is a thing. All
right, 100
so yeah, 100-footer. You can spot a lesbian from 100 feet away.
All right.
I suppose more of the common ones that you would hear nowadays would be femme, butch, STEM, stuff like that. So we can probably go into those a little bit too.
Okay, yeah. So femme's pretty self-explanatory. I would say is the feminine side of the butch. Femme is pretty self-explanatory. I would say it's the feminine spectrum of the lesbian world. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for a femme, to be honest, it's a little less. I mean, it's a little more difficult to just view them as a lesbian.
Oh yeah, no, that's a big problem.
Yeah,
that's
it's a huge problem.
I've known many a femme that are just I don't know how to get hit on.
Right. Every time they go out, they're just I only attract guys, and just and if I'm being honest, for me personally, it's hard to even just hit on a femme in general because you don't know. On our side, we don't know that you're lesbian because you just look like every other girl out there, and that's not a bad thing, but it's a little bit more difficult to tell.
It takes I'd say it takes bigger cojones to be gay and hit on a femme than it is to be a guy and hit on a femme.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, the rate of being turned down for us is a lot higher for hitting on
gentlemen,
a femme.
I feel you. No, don't get me wrong.
No, we're in the same boat. We are in the same boat.
Hard, but at the same time, you don't have to ask her if she's gay too. So that's a whole nother question. That's a whole nother thing. Then it can be offensive too, because if you assume a girl's gay and she's not gay.
See, that's why I always, if I'm gonna go hit on a femme, I walk up with the question and just be like, "Hey, are you in a relationship?" That's a very broad way to ask. There have been times where I've been even like, "Hey, do you have a girlfriend?" So I make it very obvious right off the bat that I'm like, I'm gay and I'm looking to be in a lesbian relationship.
You don't ever ask anyone if they're family?
I think, unfortunately, I'm a little bit younger than that age. I have been personally asked if I'm family, but like just the conversation never came, like I just never thought about in conversation, are you family?
We have, okay, so I know just for every gay person, if someone asks you and they give you that vibe and they're like, hey, are you family? It usually means, they're asking you, hey, are you gay?
Are you part of the LGBTQ plus community?
Exactly.
Right.
However, I know gay men have their own question, which is, are you friends of Judy? Yes. Really? Are you friends of Judy?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, so we have one too. I just cannot think of it right now.
See, what comes to mind is if I were gonna ask someone and be like, are you a fan of the game of flats?
Love it. Yes.
Yeah, so those of y'all who don't know, the game of flats is a lesbian term that comes back from like the 18th century. They would ask people, the game of flats, do you play the game of flats? And that is a term for lesbian sex. It's amazing. If I were to host a game show, game of flats.
Game of flats.
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we did femme. So femme is the more feminine side of lesbians. Then we got butch, which if you're thinking femme, then you got butch. It's the opposite of femme. So, you got your more masculine dressing kind, and they like butch and stem are kind of transferable in words as well, in a sense.
I would say butch and stud are transferable.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Stud.
Butch, stud, they usually mean the same thing as someone who's very masculine. As far as
where's the hats and the
not
button-up
always.
shirts.
I mean, there's
and
the yeah. There's femmes that wear backwards hats. But
that is true.
No, the complete. You just
well,
shop
see,
in the men's
if we're
section.
talking about femmes that kind of dip into the masculine fashion, I would go with kind of like a soft butch.
Stem. Yeah, you're right. Stem, soft butch,
futch. That sounds more like a fetish, if I'm being honest.
What? Oh, that was termed. The first time I heard that, have you ever seen the reality show? It's with Tila Tequila.
I don't think I've ever heard that name, if I'm being honest.
So there was a reality show back in my baby dyke days. Yes, where, and it was such a big thing that it was even on TV, but it was this one. It was Tila Tequila. Apparently, she's bisexual. Okay. And she decided to have basically a bachelorette style dating game show, but with both men and women competing. Oh. Yes.
I'm down.
Yes.
I'm down for that.
One of the butch women, one of the more stemmy women, she had, she wore bikini tops, but she had the boyish Justin Bieber short haircut.
I mean, if we need a reference.
Yeah. So yeah. A little bit shorter than yours, but yeah.
I need a cut. That's don't call me out like that. I need a cut.
Anyway. Yeah, I think her name was Danny, and she cute little girl, and she coined the term butch. Or futch, I'm sorry.
Futch,
yeah.
Futch.
Yeah. So futch, stem, soft butch.
Soft butch.
Well, actually, okay, so soft butch is someone who's more, they're in the if you were go spectrum and you had the middle, you would have they would be in the middle, but more on the masculine side.
Okay.
Right? And then hard femme would be the same thing, lesbian in the middle, but closer to the feminine side. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the two.
Just almost on the border, but just outside.
I'm going to get all of this wrong. Please correct me, but don't be mean.
I mean, you can be mean. I'll laugh.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. All right. So, Futch.
Yeah,
I can't say I've heard of Futch.
You never heard of Futch? Okay,
No.
Yeah. It was the only time I ever heard it was in that reality show.
Okay.
It stopped being a thing. I mostly heard a soft butch, hard femme, or I've heard STEM.
Okay.
I always thought STEM was weird, but
See, when I think of STEM, I think of like a stem of a plant.
Yeah.
I can't ever get out of that. So
it took me a while. Now I think of science, technology, engineering, and whatever the M stands for.
Oh, yeah. Funny. Jobs. Right.
Yeah, the STEM jobs.
To be an adult.
Yeah.
Funny, man. Oh, that's good. That's good.
All right, so next word. Let's see. What do we have on here? We got.
Oh, I like these ones right here.
Oh, gold star. Gold star. All right. So explain what's a gold star.
Gold star. I think you should explain what a gold star is, and I'll explain what a silver star is, because maybe
fine.
That might
no gold
classify
star.
us a little bit better.
Gold star is someone who has never had sex with a man. So it's
right.
literally a lesbian who's never once even done the dirty. Yeah. What about you? What would be a silver star?
A silver star.
Aww.
Yeah. Don't. 30 seconds, man. 30 seconds.
Oh, damn.
A silver star
She called you out, bro.
It's okay. It's okay. He knows.
Oh, no.
I made it a point. I made it very apparent how upset I was. But a silver star is a lesbian who has had sex with one male.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. I think.
And Lindsay claims to be what?
Silver star.
Yeah, for some reason there's a hierarchy in the lesbian world to gold stars and silver stars. I don't know why.
It's such a big deal for some reason.
Actually, yeah, there's certain lesbians who only date gold stars.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, hey, if you want to try it,
my thing is, if you tried it, for sure you don't like it, so you're not.
I'm pretty sure.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, we can't all be gold stars.
But no, if you're curious and you want to try it, girl, you try it.
Try it. You be you. Yeah. Try it all out. I mean, that's what. Yeah.
It didn't work for you though. No,
it did not work.
It was a confirming moment.
Very much so. Because before that, I had sex with a girl.
Okay.
So I knew what sex with a girl was like. Yeah. So I was like, wow. And then I slept with a guy, and I was like, oh.
She said, oh.
Oh? I was like, this is what the hype was. I had been told for so many years about this hype of having intercourse with a guy. With a male, I guess a male. Of intercourse with a male, and I did it, and I was like, all those people lied to me.
Damn.
They lied to me.
Damn.
I say that, but it's just not what I was into.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's plenty of straight girls that really enjoy sex with a man. So
that's true. I mean, there's also bisexual girls who enjoy sex with both genders. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So gold star and silver star.
All right, next word.
This one, platinum doesn't necessarily go to the lesbian side of things, but
I enjoyed learning about
this was fun. We had to Google this one whenever we found out about it, because what is a platinum community. Gay?
Because apparently gay guys, you're gold stars and silver stars as well, and you have your own star system, but apparently you've upped us.
You got a platinum level.
And
which we can't compete with, obviously.
No. So, platinum.
A platinum is a gay male who has never come out of never touched a vagina. Like during birth, like they were, taken out via C-section. They have never actually touched a vagina in their entire life.
Such a shame, too. Vaginas are awesome.
I can't, I would cry, I think. I think I would cry. But wow, that platinum level, that is the highest you can go for gay guy status, is you have never once touched a vagina. Come out of one, gone into one, none.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, I will say y'all did well. I enjoyed Platinum Star. Okay.
That was good.
Right.
That was good. We looked at that for
guys.
a minute.
Okay, next one. I'm gonna pick a random one. Power bottom. Do you know what a power bottom is?
Well, I know what a bottom is. So if I'm gonna put power bottom, I don't know if I want to guess too much into this and be severely wrong.
No, be wrong. That's
be
great.
Very wrong. Okay, a power bottom. Is it someone who like takes control from the bottom?
Yes.
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 Bet.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. We might have to look that back up, but no, I'm pretty sure a
pretty
power
sure.
bottom is someone who enjoys being on bottom, but they're dominant.
They're dominant from the bottom.
Yeah,
okay.
Same thing with it.
And then I suppose you got the reverse, a dominant top, or what was it called?
What top is a top?
Yeah, a power top.
Power top, yeah. Power top.
I was a top is the top though.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could have a submissive top.
There's apparently a word for that, but I couldn't pronounce it, so I didn't put it on our list.
That's
but
fair. That's fair.
It's spelled PASSAGIE. I think that's how it was spelled. Passagee? I have no idea. Okay. Not sure, but apparently that's the word. You're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce it, guys. If you're gonna do it, phonetic spelling in the comments. I appreciate it. But whatever that word is someone who is a
submissive top.
Who would say that they, like, you would assume that they were like, it's a butch, but she doesn't do much work. Like, she prefers to be serviced.
So is this? Oh, so it's almost as someone who appears differently outside of bed, but when they're in bed,
they're like, no,
they're
bring
just
it, babe. Bring it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which brings us to our next one. All right. So, Pillow Princess.
Pillow Princess.
Do you know what Princess?
Oh, I love me a Pillow Princess.
Hey! Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, no. I mean, a Pillow Princess. If you wanna, I'll let you take the reins on this one. What is a Pillow Princess to you, Denise?
A Pillow Princess is someone who just enjoys being serviced. Like, they just do the receiving. They don't really do any more giving. For most people, I feel like that a lot of people would consider that selfish. However, as someone who really enjoys Pillow Princesses, that's never a problem.
Yeah, I mean, and if you are a Pillow Princess, there is nothing wrong with that, because like we just said, there are people out there who love being with Pillow Princesses. They don't necessarily need as much giving, but they love receiving. I mean, I said that backwards.
Opposite. They
don't need as much receiving, but they love giving. That's what I meant. That's it.
So
right there.
What's that term?
What's that? Giving but not receiving?
Yeah, if you're someone who doesn't receive, you like.
I didn't know there was a term for that.
What? Yeah, that's what Stone Butch is.
Stone Butch.
Yeah, Stone Butch. Stone Butch is someone who doesn't really like to receive. They're more of someone who just gives. Yeah, they just give. They get off on making sure that you're satisfied, and that's yeah.
I will say I have met a couple people throughout my life that you classify them as Stone Butches. Or like, I've heard them share stories about their experiences where it's just a personal preference for them. Yeah. They don't like to be touched. Yeah. They don't feel pleasure in that way, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Nope. They enjoy giving services.
So the Pillow Princess and the Stone Butches, they tend to get along.
They mix very well together. And I promise there's way more out there than you think. Like, there are so many people of every different variety out there.
All right, so what about acronyms? LGBTQ+. What does it stand for?
LGBTQ+. I know the LGBTQ. I'm not so certain about the plus. I have seen different variations here and there. However, off the top of my head, I'm not sure about the plus. But the L is for lesbian. The G is for gay. The B is for bisexual. LGBT. It's like the alphabet. You have to go through and say it again. Gotcha. T is for transsexual, and the Q is for queer. Like I said, don't know what the plus is, but I did see like an IE, so on.
See, we're different. Maybe I thought the Q was for questioning. Is that
really?
not? Are we doing queer?
I heard queer. God. That's what I've always gone by is queer, because queer.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe
questioning.
It's a generation thing.
Really?
Yeah, no, I always thought lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and the questioning.
That has to be a age thing, because as far as I've known the LGBTQ, it has been queer.
I will say, when I was growing up, queer was not a word that was appropriate. So that was more of a, like, it was one of those words that we took back. And yeah, now
like the F slang.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we took that back, and now we've empowered it. But yeah, queer was actually a bad term.
Oh, it's very much a derogatory term. That's how I knew it as growing up. So it was surprising for me to read out the LGBTQ and see what they all stand for and find out that the Q was queer.
That's how I feel about dyke though as well. Like dyke was one of those words that didn't fit right in your mouth. I mean, we've talked about this before. It doesn't fit right in your mouth. Like,
it's just a little uncomfortable.
However, now that I've been in the LGBT community for a while, dyke is empowered. I say dyke all the time. Like,
no, I get you dyke as an insult, and I'm like, okay, it's like calling me a person.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's what I am. Thanks.
Hello. Yeah. Like present.
Here.
Yeah. All right. So next word. Let's see. Oh, do you know what spaghetti is?
The food.
I mean, I guess you know.
That's the first dish I learned how to make.
Wow.
So I do know what spaghetti is.
Okay.
It's currently the only dish I know. I know actually pancakes. I know how to make some pancakes.
Right, as we go on a tangent about recipes.
Anyways, back to spaghetti.
Spaghetti. So spaghetti is a term for a girl who is straight until wet.
I have heard that one. Now that you say that, I do. And it usually has quite a bit of alcohol influence in there.
That's a whole nother term, though.
Is it?
Damn it. Now I'm going to have to look this up. Yeah. No, there's a term for someone who is lesbian until sober. Something like that. Like, it's...
Okay. I actually had an old coworker who was like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We'd go out to bars, and I kid you not, it was all just, friend conversation until she had 3 shots. And then it was, hey, Lindsay.
Girl, you're gay.
Ah, man. She's been with this boy for 4 years. They're engaged now, but like, as soon as the alcohol hit, it was a different story.
I'll see you in 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it's been a thing in this relationship. I hope she doesn't watch this. Or at least her fiance doesn't watch this.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, okay, so I've heard of spaghetti now that you say the definition of it.
You have your phone ready, right? Because we are going to have to research some of these because I don't know all of them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. Cool. All right, next, let's do biphobia.
Biphobia. Is that when someone just, like, it's like homophobia?
Yeah.
But, like, with bi people?
Yeah. Okay. So biphobia is basically the fear of bisexuals or someone who doesn't really... like bisexuals.
Actually, if you guys look back at our first video, the thumbnail, the lesbian flag that I chose, is actually a more recent lesbian flag, because the original one that is more referred to nowadays is the lipstick lesbian flag. The creator of that flag actually has been getting a whole lot of backlash lately, because her since deleted blog had a whole lot of biphobic comments on it, and as well as transphobic comments.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about our community, our lesbian community, for some reason. And I know actually some really good friends who just, they will not date a bi girl. They don't.
I think personally for me, it what I think it has a lot to do with maybe insecurity.
Oh yeah, for sure. You think that they are gonna like a man, you feel like,
because not only you have competition against both sexes, you have to hold her, keep her attention against other females as well as other males, for someone who's maybe less confident in themselves.
I'm just gonna say, if you badass, you badass. Yeah. Like, no man, no woman, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, no. And at the same time, if you're in a relationship and you're worried about them being with somebody else, it's probably not the healthiest relationship.
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, we all have our own issues. We all have insecurities and jealousy issues. Right. It's just normal human behavior. However, if I don't know. Yeah, bisexual or lesbian or straight, doesn't matter to me. If if you're gonna be with me, you're gonna be with me. I mean, it
That's
doesn't
it,
matter
yeah.
the sex of the other person.
And if you mess that up, that's on you.
Yeah, okay.
Personally,
Yeah.
I mean, I think I am
So
the
are you
most
biphobic?
awesome. Me?
Yeah, are you biphobic?
I'm not. No.
No. You dated
I
a
will
girl?
say, I dated the first relationship I was in. She recently came out. I found out this a little bit ago. She came out as pansexual.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can say from a kind of a hurt standpoint, that kind of makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
If anyone's catching on to what if anyone's
okay.
picking up what I'm putting down now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
understood.
yeah.
I will say I do know a lot of my friends who won't date a bisexual. Most of the time it's because they had a relationship in the past and they got left for a man.
Right.
So I've
That's
seen
what
that
it stems from.
times.
A lot
Yeah.
of insecurities is where this
Understood.
biphobic comes from, especially from the lesbian community.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, personally, I'm not biphobic in any ways. I'm not homophobic. I'm not transphobic.
So you would date a bisexual?
I have no problem.
Pansexual
No problem.
as well?
Pansexual, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now that's we talk about the ex and like that was a whole lot of insecurity in one relationship.
It
so
was your first one, right?
it was my first one. You know, a lot of people go through their heartbreak when they're like in high school, right? I went through my first heartbreak when I was 21 years old. So like I was a little bit late to that, and then I had the whole, you know, legally able to buy alcohol to get through that situation. Mm-hmm. So that was a whole lot, but I mean, yeah, like transphobic, biphobic, none of that. Like even from previous hurt, I don't feel any of it.
Okay,
so,
good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. All right, so next one. Do you know what scissoring is?
Do I know what scissoring is?
Oh, we have a Casanova over here. Okay.
I mean, do I know it's? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, I know it's scissoring, and that is. I feel like a lot of people just from the whole like just sex side of things knows what scissoring is, even without even wanting to know what scissoring is.
Yeah, I will say that whole. I mean, obvious. Okay, so scissoring, for those of you who don't know, scissoring is basically when you put the legs and you put them together, you know, makes a nice little scissor.
Yeah, you just kind of clip it together.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But as someone who's practiced it, I don't know, guys. For you lesbians out there, you tell me, am I doing something wrong? Because it doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't. I think it's just a show. It's just a thing for
porn.
I was gonna say it's a thing for the porn industry.
Yeah,
is scissoring. It doesn't. I can't say personally it has ever even remotely felt good. If it just,
but you've tried it.
I mean, I was 18. I was 18 and I was a lesbian.
This is what we're supposed to do.
Scissoring. This is it. This is how you do it. No. And if it doesn't feel good to y'all, you're not alone. Because, I mean, if you can give us some insight on it,
I might be doing it wrong.
It could be a thing.
Let me know, please. Nicely, please. But
nicely.
Yeah, let me know.
Maybe a little bit discreetly. Like we do have our email.
The email
posted down below.
I mean,
so
you can comment, but those might get removed. I don't know.
It might be. Yeah.
YouTube, you know. Are you okay? Okay. Yeah. Scissoring.
Scissoring. That's beautiful. A good one.
All right. Some more. Let's see more in that. Do you know what a doppelbanger is?
A doppelbanger. I feel like I've heard it in a movie, but I can't say for sure I know the definition of a doppelbanger.
All right, so do you know what a what's the actual word? Doppelganger is?
No, but that sounds like a porn term.
Okay. Damn it, I'm gonna forget this word. Doppelganger? All right, so your doppelganger just in life is the person who looks like you?
Oh, yes! A doppelganger, yes!
That's a better clip than the other one.
That was a genuine reaction. You saw the light bulb. That lit up.
Yeah, no, a doppelganger is someone who's, someone else in the world who basically looks like your twin type thing. So a doppelbanger is when you have two lesbians who obviously look like twins. And they, when you look exactly like you're dating yourself. That's
right.
Kinda,
Right.
All right, next. This is a good one, kind of relevant to you. Outing.
Outing.
It's outing.
Outing is that's when someone's out to you, right?
Yeah.
That's when
you.
I say if we refer back to our first episode, we can go to my coming out story where my sister outed me. I suppose that is when someone in your life who reveals that you are gay without you saying it yourself.
Basically opens your closet for you.
There you go. Yeah. Just door wide open. Yeah.
Welcome. She's
like
gay.
I said, y'all can refer back to the first episode with my coming out story. That is exactly how I came out, is I was outed.
Okay, so all right, next let's do U-hauling, also relevant.
Don't say relevant. It's been we had this conversation earlier. Okay, anyways, U-hauling. U-hauling is a very common term when it comes to lesbians. A U-haul lesbian is lesbians who are very fresh into the relationship and they move in together. I'd say U-hauling, I feel like refers to maybe within the first couple months. I'm being very broad with this because I'm accused of being a U-haul lesbian currently. Me and my girlfriend have been dating for almost a year now.
Tell me, Lindsay, what did you rent for tomorrow?
I see that face.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tell the audience. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I am moving in with my beautiful girlfriend. We got our first apartment together. Don't make that face at me. It has... what's funny is when we first started dating, I explained to her the term U-haul lesbian because she didn't know it all too well. And I said, we're not going to be U-haul lesbians. And I have been told that I am being a U-haul lesbian with her, but I don't feel like I am.
Okay, I would say you gave it a couple months.
It's
not the second date. Yeah.
Granted, I did ask her, I'd say maybe a little over 6 months ago, if she would eventually want to move in with me. But it was an eventual question. Like, hey, this is going pretty nice. Like, I like you. I actually really love you. So maybe this could go somewhere. Don't make me feel that gay, Denise. Come on now.
She's pretty gay.
I'm pretty gay for you, babe. I'm pretty gay for you.
So yeah, U-hauling, basically.
U-hauling.
We have a very famous joke. What does a lesbian bring on the second date?
A U-haul.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she does.
We move in together really fast.
Yeah, really, really abnormally fast. So I guess you've done it.
I have done it. My fiance. I have now. I will say she moved in with me probably about after a month. I will say a month and a half maybe.
And you're making faces at me.
In all fairness.
Let me hear it.
In all fairness, she in order to get into our relationship, she was getting out of another one. So
she needed a place to live,
place to stay.
Just come stay with me, babe.
Exactly. And then she tried to stay with her mom, but her mom wasn't about that gay life. So
okay,
she had to.
We had to be a U-haul lesbian couple.
Yeah, that's your fault, babe. Just so you know.
It's okay. Wear it proud, right here, right on the shoulder.
My patch.
Wear it proud.
All right,
U-haul lesbian.
I've U-hauled.
Yeah, so I guess you could say we are both U-haul lesbians in the relationships.
No, I feel like every lesbian at some point in time they
there's just a thing when you're
two girls get together.
It's just immediate connection.
Yeah.
Best friends. Yeah, exactly what it feels like. Best friends. Like just stay over all the time. All the time. Like granted we haven't officially moved in together, but she has been staying at my place for 6 months. This last year, we each have our own apartments. This last year she has spent more time at my apartment than she has her own. She's pretty much paying for her apartment for her cats to have a place to live.
I would say U-Haul official. Like if U-Haul had a badge, like a little, we could pin it.
Well, I mean, I'm not getting the U-Haul till tomorrow.
I'll be there with the badge.
Tomorrow. Bring the sewing kit and everything. I'll have the shirt.
All right, next
U-Haul
word.
lesbian.
Next word.
Our next word, I want to go back to, we were talking about the cock block and the, what was the term you said? The
beaver damming.
Beaver damming. Yeah. So there's another term for that kind of, that look. If you feel that on a personal level.
No, I've been beaver dammed.
It's rough. Yeah. Rough. So there's another term for it. For lesbians, it's called clitorference.
Clitorference.
A little bit of interference.
I love.
I don't think I've never heard of that until we started researching terms.
Same.
But clitorference, it has to be
favorite word.
No, for sure. Along with Game of Thrones. I will never let that go. Game of Flats, 18th century, you rocked it.
If you like the
You
Game
had
of
that one.
Flats, comment down below. Let me know, please.
Please, that is hilarious. It's so good. I love it.
That should be the title. You know? Do you play the Game of Flats?
Game of
If
I had a game show, like I'm saying, if I had a game show.
Oh, so good.
I would get some
our
interesting
bar
views.
name.
That's it right there. That's it right there. For those of you who are new, one of our goals in life is to own a lesbian bar. Like in the last episode, we talked about how lesbian bars around the United States are depleting, that there's very few left in the States. Our goal one day is to open one and kind of create a safe space for everybody.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, but Game of Flats, or just flats in general.
Love it. No, yeah, flats. Flats sounds good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Or maybe double flats, because you want a double shot and double flats. Because you want
we would have to explain
flats.
that. It's fine.
It's okay. It's a bar.
So we're working on it.
It's blueprints in progress. So yeah, glitterference.
Love it. Oh, daikon. What's a daikon?
Daikon. What if this is just my guess? I'm gonna guess the word of it. Daikon would be maybe like a dyke that you see as an icon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone that you kind of aspire to be. In a sense.
Yeah, or a better word, well, not a better word, but another word, lesbian.
Lesbian. That's amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing. Okay, so do you have a lesbian favorite right now?
I don't know. I have so many. My daikons, actually, if I were to have one, obviously Ellen is up there.
Okay,
a big one,
right?
So
there's a little bit of controversial going on her right now.
Always, yeah. But it's okay. Still love her. Leisha Haley. Haley's huge. So Alice on the L word. Kate Minnick, Shane on the L word, obviously.
Yeah, if we have any L word fans out there, you'll know
Ellen
exactly
Page,
who we're talking about.
I know it's Elliot Page now, so he's amazing, really beautiful trans man. But at the same time,
that was the daikon.
Hell yeah, for the longest, because I called it. But anyway,
I knew.
Elliot. I apologize, Elliot. If you're out there, I knew you were family. Just so we're aware. All right,
that's good.
But yeah, no. I'd say those are probably Halsey. She's bisexual, but I love her.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I have a couple of icons. I will say, good amount. But as far as just like the people who identify for sure as lesbian, yeah, definitely Ellen, even Rosie. I could do Rosie O'Donnell. Okay. And Leisha.
Okay,
Leisha
but
Haley's
we all have the favorite out there, the just the internet favorite of Ruby Rose.
Oh, that's your generation. Yes, of course.
That is my generation.
Yeah. Ruby
I remember
Ruby Rose.
I remember seeing her coming out video, and I was just like,
coming out video.
Wow, like her
with the shaved head.
The shaved head and the package.
Yes.
I remember seeing that, and I was like,
no, I gotta admit though, Ruby Rose is sexy.
Rose I remember. Sexy. I think this had to been right after I came out, but Orange Is the New Black was a big thing, and I remember was it season 3 that she was on.
I never got to watch that season.
You literally watched that season just for her, because she's just season 3. That's all she's in it for. She just had the one season, but like I remember watching it, and I think my mom walked in the room while I was watching it, and she did a double take. She was like, "Who's that?" My mom, like, she's straight, never really veered off a little bit, but she was like, hey,
all right, Mom.
Yeah, it's funny. Ever since I've been out and with her, is she like versus like when I was growing up, when like we would watch a scene with the shirtless guy, and she'd be like, hey, now we watch something with a girl in it. She's like, hey,
she's pretty.
She's nice. Would you date her?
Thanks, Mom.
Good. I love my mom so much.
I love it.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, so secret time here. I know we're gonna go off on a tangent, but secret time. I had tickets to a Ruby Rose concert. We were at the concert. I had gotten them for my girlfriend at the time. Literally I wasn't that big into Ruby, but I'd never really seen her. I didn't listen to her music or anything like that. But I got these tickets knowing she was a huge deal, because this was during the Orange Is the New Black phase.
Oh, she's a huge LGBT icon.
Exactly. So I got these tickets. We were there. She was about to go on. She was, the DJ. She was DJing. and my girlfriend at the time was too sick to continue at the concert. So yeah, I worked for those tickets too, guys.
Those were pretty penny. I believe it. Those were pretty penny.
I'd gone through some hoops. And
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I punched a wall that day, but it's fine. It's okay. Yeah.
Straight through?
Yeah. No, it was brick. That was one of the, the one time where you really regret your decisions after. As it was happening, I was like, and this is where she fucked up.
Right there. Before you even hit it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't punch walls.
Don't punch
walls. Guys, we've been there.
Deal with your anger.
It's not worth it. No. Pillows are fantastic.
Punching bag. Get a punching bag.
That is true. They're actually decently cheap if you look it up. Anyways, we are getting way sidetracked here.
So back to words. Yeah, I don't even know how we got there. So has-been.
What's has-been? Is it someone who had a phase, like a lesbian phase?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Those parents are like, it's just a phase.
Yes.
This is someone who it was just a phase.
It was just a phase. They were
I love how I'm just figuring this out along the way.
In the past. Like in the past they were.
They had a relationship here in college. That's the one I hear a lot. In college, I experimented.
So that's actually an actual term.
Is it? That one is his own term, not even a has-been. That's its own term.
That's a lug.
A lug.
Lesbian until graduation.
A lug. Okay, so you have your has-been and you have your lug.
Although I will say, I saw a YouTube video, and I will agree with the lesbians there. I will reference their name in the bottom. I apologize. But they were like, I think we need a term for after graduation because most of us come out after high school. So there should be like a lag. Like, lesbian after graduation.
A lag.
Hey,
same.
I'm lag.
I lagged a little bit. Yeah. This little stutter step.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, and a pun. I didn't even realize that till just now. Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. Coin term lag right now.
There you go.
Yeah, born this gay. All right, let's go.
I referenced this earlier with the flag that has been most common with lesbians is lipstick lesbian.
Yes, lipstick lesbian. What's lipstick lesbian?
From what I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It is very similar to a femme. You apply the lipstick, you look very pretty, you wear your hair all done, you got the blouses and the dresses and everything. So lipstick.
If we were to have a spectrum, and you have your butches and your femmes, then the lipstick lesbian would fall like very close to the
right next to the femme.
Like in the 9-10 rating of the femmes.
Right.
Yeah, lipstick lesbian. Although there's also another term for it called high femme.
High femme,
lipstick lesbian. Yeah, they're
about the same. Yeah. Okay, so high femme, and then I suppose low femme would be the opposite of that.
I've never heard of low femme, but hear it now. Low femme.
Low femme is the opposite of a high femme, I guess. Just little. I suppose more on the what was the other term?
Soft butch, or no, hard femme.
Hard femme.
So
I suppose soft femme would be close to a hard femme.
Low femme would be
a lone femme. That's what we were saying. Low femme would be close to a soft femme.
I'm learning so much today.
This was your turn. This was your term.
Hard femme. Yeah, no, I know hard femme. High femme was my term.
Low femme was one that we just came up with, but
hard femme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Low femme and then
all the spectrum. We're gonna come up with a timeline eventually.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. So a sporty dyke.
Sporty dyke.
What would you classify?
See, a sporty dyke, I feel like, is what I am. I wear more of the basketball shorts, the big t-shirts, the hoodies, the tennis shoes, like a sporty dyke. Am I on the right track here?
I agree with you. Did you put? Yeah. Look it up.
4 minutes.
Oh yeah, 4 minutes, perfect. Look it up. Sporty dyke. I want to know the definition.
Sporty dyke. Let's see.
All right, sporty dyke. Read it out loud.
A sporty dyke is exactly what it sounds like, a lesbian who loves them some sports.
Okay, all right.
So, agree. So I would probably classify myself as more of a sporty dyke.
Well, I've only seen you in one sport, so we're going to have to...
But then granted, I love sports, though. Like, sitting down and watching a football game.
Okay,
oh, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
You are.
I will go to a baseball game any day of the week. I played basketball personally, but, I love basketball as a sport. So, yeah,
okay.
I love sports. So I'd say sporty dyke.
With the basketball shorts, you usually wear sweatpants or some type of, joggers.
If y'all could see me in high school, it was very obvious. It was very obvious that I was a sporty dyke. But yet, still stayed in that closet.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, to this day, like, sporty dyke. For sure. All the way. Another dyke term. You actually called me this quite often.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Baby dyke.
Baby dyke.
Baby dyke.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Lindsay
is my baby dyke.
I feel like it's very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It is a dyke who is coming to be. They're figuring out their style. They're figuring out their language. Everything throughout their life. Just kind of planning it all out.
They've only been out for like, a couple years.
5 years. Still figuring out their style, their sense. So yeah, she calls me her baby dyke all the time. I'm gonna start calling her my grandma dyke, so she better watch out.
Cute. There's a term for me. Thank you.
What is it? Let me know so I can refer to you as such.
It's an acronym. It's called OWL.
Owl.
Older, wiser, lesbian. Don't call me an owl.
So you got owl or you got grandma dyke? It's your choice at this point.
Yeah, no, I'll take owl.
If I'm classified as the baby dyke.
Owl works.
Owl, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, so yeah, older, wiser lesbian.
Okay, so speaking of like older, wiser lesbian, like we got alpha lesbian on here.
Yeah, alpha.
Would be kind of more the same thing? Like you're just kind of just like a...
No, I actually don't know. I've never... Alpha lesbian was one of the ones on here that I had never heard before.
And that's what we have Google for.
But I assume it's close to a power lesbian. You know what a power lesbian is?
A power, like someone who... power is someone who could take control, right?
Kind of. More like you see power couple. So like if you think of the L word, the power lesbian that is of that show, bet. Right. Easy.
Right.
Power lesbian.
Power lesbian.
So yeah, that's
she's
what I say.
On the business end. She has control of her career, her home life,
her
relationship, her finances.
She take control. She walk in a room and that's her room. Yeah, I would say power lesbian. What about alpha lesbian?
An alpha lesbian, according to Reddit, is a lesbian who, due to being the largest and strongest lesbian in the pack, which is a very interesting way to say that, ends up leading the group when hunting large game.
Wow.
So you're the lead man. When you're out on the prowl, you're looking for some honeys. Funny. This lesbian is in front and you're like, break. Y'all go here, taking control.
Wow.
That is your alpha lesbian.
A lion. Okay.
A lion of a lesbian. It's amazing.
Alpha lesbian.
Taking control when like leading the pack. That is amazing. Like just the definition that I got just from that quick Google search. It's so good. It's so good.
Good shit. All right. Next. Oh, lesbian. Yes. Lesbian.
I can't say that I could even think of what a lesbian. Like you say you're a lesbian?
Yeah, it's basically someone who says they're a lesbian. But mainly dates men.
But they're not really.
Yeah. Okay. Actually all. Like, they date men.
But, so, in a sense, they almost claim to be bisexual?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But they'll say, like, I'm into girls. Or I like girls.
But then dates men.
They're all men. Okay, lesbian.
That
makes sense. I had to slowly pronounce it out to get that. But I think it's lesbian.
Yes, lesbian. All right. Next. Oh, we did clairference.
Clairference, that's a good one.
That is, I love that word. All right. Domestic partnership. That's just a same-sex relationship, right?
Okay,
so before 2016, before it became legal that, gays could marry and it was, a big thing, in order for you to have any type of legal partnership, it had to be called a domestic partnership. So here in Texas, before it was legal to be married, we weren't allowed to be married, but we could file for a domestic partnership in order to claim the same person on our taxes or get certain legal benefits.
So you weren't legally married, but in a sense you were legally together.
Yeah.
Which
so a domestic partnership, right?
What difference does that make?
All right, tell me what a dem is.
A dem.
Yeah, guess.
I feel like I've heard this one before.
Okay.
A dem. All I'm thinking of is like demisexual, but I don't think, is that it?
No.
What
is a demisexual?
A demisexual is someone who is not attracted by anyone by appearance. Like they don't feel any kind of connection just by looking at somebody. They only feel connection through personality.
Is that not what a pansexual is?
Pansexual, demisexuals can still have preference on gender. Pansexual is everybody, every gender, every fluid, no matter what.
Love it.
Right.
Love it. Okay.
But a demisexual doesn't focus on any kind of appearance. They don't necessarily get turned on just by visuals. They need to, like, personality, connection.
Okay.
That's what, yeah.
Okay. Demisexual.
I
just learned
again,
something.
correct me if I'm wrong, but
Correct
I do have a friend who recently came out as demisexual, and that is what they described to me as being demisexual.
Demisexual.
Right.
I like it a lot.
Right. So I don't know what a dem is.
All right. So dem is a dominant femme.
Oh.
Yeah. I was about to
dominant femme.
I like dominant femmes too.
I mean, I don't think we could ever complain about a dominant femme.
Would you consider your girl a dominant femme?
I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I should put our sex life out there.
She's dominant. She's like she wears the pants. Like that's what I.
Well, I mean, I feel like I wear the pants, but she tells me when and when not to put them on. So I do have pants that I wear, but she is in control. She's in control of those pants. It's good. So a dem, a dominant femme.
A dominant femme. Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. Although I don't know if is there such thing as a submissive butch? Would that be a soft butch? No. Soft butch classifies like if you're on the spectrum.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if we
there has to be a thing for a submissive butch.
Maybe that's the passage. I have no idea.
I think you're stretching. You're stretching.
Please correct me with that word. PASS.
There has to, because if there's a thing for dominant femme, then there would be a thing for submissive butch,
right? Yeah.
And maybe if we don't come to know of one, we should come up with a term.
Comment down below, please.
Help us.
Let me know.
Let me know, or help us come up with one, because we could start something. So.
All right. Do you know what a switch is?
A switch. I feel a switch, like, self-explanatory, like it's someone who switches up genders, maybe, like
genders, like you can just turn it on and on.
I mean, hey, I don't know, everyone has their thing, right? We are here for no judgment is what we're here for.
No, a switch is someone who switches. They're both versatile top, versatile bottom, and someone who likes to it's a top who will also be versatile on the bottom. A versatile bottom is someone who's bottom, but will also be on the top. A switch is literally, you can put them in any.
You're just kind of bilingual.
Yeah, they're just
in bed.
I like it.
We'll come up with it. We'll come up with it. Don't think too hard. We'll let you guys know what we come up with.
Okay, a drag king. Drag king. Do you know what a drag king is?
I feel like it's the other side of a drag queen, right?
Yeah. Have you been to a drag king show?
I've never been to a drag king show.
I haven't taken you to a drag king show yet.
Bitch, we've been to drag queen shows, which I am drag queen shows are amazing, but I've never been to a drag king. I didn't even know that was a thing. This is the first time I've heard that. Well,
oh man.
See, I can't graduate from a baby dyke to a dyke if you don't introduce me to these things.
I'm a horrible owl, guys.
This is it. Y'all rip her up because I'm just here trying to learn.
We have a really good drag king show here in the DFW area.
I had no idea.
Oh, the best I've seen. I've never seen a drag king show that's as prominent as ours in any other state I've ever been in. Yeah, I'm sure probably Cali most likely has them.
You see this?
Yeah.
This look of disappointment right here?
Yeah.
This is on you.
Actually, I think our drag king show, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, they are. They're called Mustache Envy.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm going just for the name of the show.
Yes.
Just for the name of the show.
No, I will say they were.
If I could grow a mustache, not even, no. I wouldn't go for the mustache. The whole, I'm talking like
all
the whole thing.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but it would be clean shaven. It'd be a nice little stubble. But yeah.
So tell us, guys, if you want us to dress as drag kings one episode, let us know.
Hey.
I might.
I would even do it if you guys didn't ask me to. I'm a little curious now. What would I look like?
Have you ever Snapchatted like when we had Snapchat, like when it first became a thing and there wasn't all these filters and shit like that? Like you just had to draw whatever was in the back. I sure did. I drew me with a nice little beard and I look like my brother.
Oh man. You look like your brother.
CJ, yeah.
That's amazing. It was like growing up, like whenever I would like take a shower or a bath and like I would take my hair when I had long hair and I would just whoop, I would put it over my face and see what I would look like with facial hair.
Butch.
Yeah. This was like 8 years old. So like this was I used to take the shampoo and I would ball my hair up and I would just stick it on my head and be like, so that's what I would look like without any hair.
Yes.
And then, 23, I shaved.
I'll go short with you one day. I'm probably 50. I think at 50.
See, that's what I'm calling it because I don't think it's going to happen. If you're saying till 50, it's not going to happen.
Well, okay. I have very thin hair.
So you're trying to hold on to it while you can.
Because there will be a time where I
fair.
have to shave it off.
See, for me, I have a decently good head of hair. My problem is my girlfriend so kindly has been pointing out to me, I'm getting some gray hairs.
Oh.
Like, and they're not just like one or two. It's like a little patch. And then it's another little patch. And she's like, no, it looks good, babe. Like, it's hot. Like, I want gray hair. So, like, at least you can have gray hair. And I'm like, you can have my gray hair. I'm good with the dirty blonde I have. Like, I would like that to stay for a while. But if I'm 23 and the gray's already starting to come through.
So we're
and I'm getting gray hairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just so we're aware.
I mean, at least I can cut mine off and still have a full head of hair.
Hey, no, I mean you'll have gray hair before I do. It's okay. We'll go out and I'll get carded.
And I'm still gonna look better.
All right. Chapstick lesbian. Tell me what a chapstick lesbian is.
Chapstick lesbian. I think like that ties back into the whole lipstick lesbian. A chapstick lesbian may be more of I'd say maybe even a soft butch. Like you have your back and forth where like you can pull off some femme clothes, but then you also wear some butch clothes.
Okay.
You kind of go back and forth, like versus you're putting chapstick or lesbian or you're putting lipstick on or you're putting chapstick on. There's difference.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. So a chapstick lesbian would be someone who's like, if you had that line, they would be in the soft butch, hard femme type area, but like closer to the femme side.
So more at the
like
hard
really
femme
fashionable
side.
Usually is chapstick. Usually they have like that type of fashion to them.
Can't relate.
And then true. And then but instead of lipstick, they
it's chapstick. Constantly pulling that chapstick out of the pocket.
And actually, no, I would say we would have a close friend I would consider a chapstick lesbian.
Yeah.
Red wings. Lindsay, do you have your red wings?
Oh, I do. I wear them proud too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my Red Wings as well.
So we're gonna explain what Red Wings is, and then I'm gonna go back and tell a little story
about that.
No, it's nothing inappropriate. It's just kind of funny. So Red Wings are when you've had intercourse with a female while they have Aunt Flo in town.
Aunt Flo. That's your go. Mine is Tom. I call it Tom.
Tom.
Time of month.
Oh, I was wondering what the acronym was, but Tom. But Aunt Flo.
Aunt Flo, I like.
Or for period.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say the word. Yeah. Period. Yeah. You've had intercourse with a female who is currently on their period. Mm-hmm. Yes. I have my Red Wings.
Yeah.
I've had them for a little bit.
Well, I will say, Red Wings is also it's not really a hetero term. It's also, or I'm sorry, it's not really a homo term. It's can be
all around
too. Yeah, I was about to say there's plenty of men who have said they've earned their Red Wings, but
right. No, but to my story though, for last Halloween we got to dress up, to go to work, and like you and your fiance were still working there at the time.
Yeah,
I remember y'all did the whole cop and robber stuff.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and I walked in wearing red shirt, a red bandana, and then a red face with a red mustache over it. And I walk up to my tables, and then, I'm like, hey guys, I'm your period. Sorry I'm late getting here. But
Hey.
and I have a little mustache here because I have my Red Wings.
Love it.
Which is
beautiful.
very inappropriate.
Very
now
inappropriate,
that I'm walking up to tables with like 3-year-olds sitting there.
Yeah,
and I have
family restaurant.
Yeah, for sure. But man, it was a good night. It was a good night. I brought quite a few smiles to people's faces.
Yes.
Yeah,
especially the women. I could see.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, believe it or not, the guys thought it was funnier.
Oh
yeah, because they were like, "Whoop!" Yeah, you're right.
Love it.
Little shake off there.
Right,
That's good.
Next one. Tell me what tell me what LBD is.
LBD.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever heard that term.
Okay, so it's an acronym. Another acronym. It's lesbian bed death.
Lesbian bed death.
Yeah, do you know what lesbian bed death is?
No.
What? Okay, so it's a term that was kind of coined on the L word. That was the first time I ever heard of it. But it's actually a true thing. It's when two girls will get way too comfortable with each other. They basically become best friends, and then sex stops happening. Lesbian bed death. Yeah. And it's actually pretty common. It's very common with our community, where I don't know why, I don't know, it doesn't, I don't want to say it gets boring, that's the wrong word, but it gets systematic. So after looking a couple things up, we realized that we got the LGBTQ. Apparently there's an updated acronym for it. So LGBT.
It is LGBTQQIP, the number 2, SAA.
Wow.
That's what the plus is. The plus is QIP, the number 2, SAA.
So please explain.
So that acronym stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning, which you were right on before. The second Q is queer, then it's intersex, then it's pansexual, then it's two-spirited, then it's androgynous.
Androgynous. Okay. Yeah. So it's two-spirited. Look that up.
Two-spirited. Oh, and then the last A is asexual.
Asexual.
All right, let's look up what two-spirited is.
Yeah, that's actually on our list because I've never heard of that. Two-spirit. Does that mean you have more than one spirit, or maybe you're two personalities? One for male, one for female?
It is, so two-spirit is a modern pan-Indian umbrella term used by some indigenous North Americans to describe Native people in their communities who fulfill a traditional third gender ceremony and social role in their cultures.
A third gender?
Yeah. Let's see, another definition is an important term within some indigenous cultures and some indigenous people, meaning a person with both a feminine and a masculine spirit living in the same body. Two-spirited, so it's like, like a Native American term. They speak in spirits. They have spirits who influence their body. Okay. So they have two gendered spirits living inside of them.
Okay.
They have a female spirit and they have a male spirit living inside of them, coexisting.
That reminds me of some type of, I feel like I've heard a story, I want to say Greek or Roman, where basically the same concept. They have two, male and a female side to them. So, I don't know. Right. I'm gonna get that wrong, but that's okay. Okay. I like it. Two-spirit. That's actually pretty awesome.
So you have both spirits living inside of you, male and female.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings to the next one. So intersex. Do you know what intersex is?
I can't say I do.
Okay, no. We'll say this is something that I learned recently. Intersex is basically the better term, the more appropriate term for a hermaphrodite, someone who is born with both male and female genitalia.
Okay.
So, intersex. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I suppose that does seem like a little bit more appropriate of a term.
Yeah, I would say so. I like it better.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay,
and then I guess the last one. Well, no, there's two. Gender fluid. Could you?
Gender fluid. I've heard many people come out as
but I don't know the
fluid, but I could tell you the definition of gender fluid. So when in doubt, we turn to Google.
Google it out.
Gender fluid.
I mean, I would assume it's someone who kind of queer.
Right. Okay. So, relating to a person who does not identify themselves as having a fixed gender.
Love it. Okay, yeah.
So
completely makes sense.
Just a person.
Yeah. No, big fan.
Gender fluid. Yeah, I was like, because I've heard that term so often, but I couldn't say that I knew the actual definition of it. So.
All right, last one that you're going to have to look up because I have no idea what it is. What is a wild fang lesbian?
All right, are y'all on the edge of your seats? Yeah, because I am too. That sounds wild fang lesbian. Let's see what we pull up. No. Okay, so the first, I think there's multiple definitions, but the first one that came up is a wild fang lesbian is a lesbian who owns a ridiculous amount of button-up shirts, and all of them have Hawaiian print.
No!
I can't say that that's the actual definition. That's just one of them that popped up. A ridiculous amount of button-up shirts that are all Hawaiian printed.
I love it. All right, guys. So every week we're going to read some coming out stories for you. Unfortunately, we're still growing as a podcast/channel, so we don't have any comments or anything sent to us yet. Please follow us.
Please send us your stories. We would love to share them with everybody. Yeah. I mean, and even if you don't want to share them, we'd love to just read them too. It's just nice to know that people are listening. Yeah.
But I mean, just to give you a little bit of entertainment, we decided, if we're not going to have any submissions, Reddit is good enough.
Reddit is it.
Hey, Reddit's king.
Not a problem.
These are a couple of our favorite stories from Reddit so far. All right, so I'll go first. All right, so this one is by... Oh, she's deleted. Oh, I hope that's not a problem. Anyway, so it's a Reddit comment. Yeah. And it's, I was on a road trip with my parents and was in charge of the music selection. So I played My Whole Family Thinks I'm Gay, followed by Boys, Boys, Boys.
Were these songs selections?
Yeah, apparently there's a song called My Whole Family Thinks I'm Gay. I don't know who that artist is, but
we'll have to search that up after this. We'll let y'all know.
Please let us know in the comments who plays that. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, followed by Boys, 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 followed by It's Raining Men.
Hallelujah.
Followed by I'm Coming Out. That is amazing.
That's good.
Yes. So after Boys, 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 they asked, Sweetie, are you trying to tell us you're gay? And I, And we don't really talk about it at all since it's not really a big deal.
That's good. You know what? For a coming out story.
Love it.
That's good. Sounds accepting to me. So.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. The song selections that they chose.
Yes.
What a way to tell your story. Good on you.
I don't even know what women's songs I would pick. Something. Maybe we run the world, girls. And then probably I don't need no man type song. I don't know. Well,
I didn't. There's actually a lot of lesbian songs out there that I wasn't too aware of until I started dating my girlfriend, and she's introduced me into a whole new world.
Melissa Etheridge.
Who?
No. Okay.
My time. Yeah.
My time.
No.
It's fine.
No, but Kalani is a big one. You don't know?
No. Sorry.
You're wow, Kalani is a huge. She's a huge.
Is she new?
Ish. She's she's right there with Halsey. Halsey and Kalani.
Okay.
We're kind of the same time era, I guess.
No.
But she is the lesbian icon of the music world.
Kalani.
Yeah.
All right, B. I'm gonna have to
you have to leave him to look at some Kalani.
Okay.
Because yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I've come to know a couple of different lesbian songs, but I'd like to know some more, and maybe we can each put together our own little playlist.
Yeah, that would be good.
Of how we would come out.
I like
if we were to come out with music, what songs would you choose?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can't
Stay
play
tuned.
them. We can't play them because YouTube copyrights. But
stay tuned. We could talk about titles and artist names, and we can't play them, but y'all look them up on your own. We'll stay tuned. We'll post those. So my coming out story that I found on Reddit that I really liked. The poster's name is Macy87. She says, 20-year-old lesbian, 24-year-old lesbian when she came out, okay? 24-year-old lesbian and came out to my dad just 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
In parentheses, mom and brother knew all along. They were supportive immediately. Parents have been divorced for 20 years. So she hasn't told her dad, but she's told mom and brother.
Makes sense. Okay.
Right. He's a traditional man, grew up with 3 brothers on a farm in a small town in Middle Tennessee. I asked him to sit down and talk with me for a second. At first, he didn't believe me because, according to him, I don't look gay. that sentence right there, I don't look gay. That cracks me up. You don't look gay. Are you sure?
Gotten it so many times.
Yeah.
Well, before we get up, but yeah.
Before the whole outfit change. Yeah. After convincing him that I'm serious, big macho dad started crying. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
It's okay.
I expected anger or disgust, but he just cried.
Aww.
I mean, that's the most heartfelt feeling whenever you're expecting a whole different reaction.
Yeah, he just breaks out into tears. Damn.
Yeah, just happy that you were honest in general, but I crushed his. Oh, never mind. This guy. This went. Happy. Yeah, this took a turn. Never mind. Right, never mind. This is why we should keep reading. I crushed his dreams of me having a family of my own. Husband and kids. He said, I just wanted you to get married and have kids.
Dad, you can still have that.
You can still do that.
Yeah, and that's still possible.
That's what she continues to say. I said I can still do all of those things. He said, yeah, ... but not in the normal way.
Fuck normal.
Oh man, what is normal? Yeah. What is normal? No. That's not even
There's no such thing.
He's right. I guess it's just not the normal way. According to him. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Okay.
His reaction had little to do with my sexuality and everything to do with his vision he had for me and my future. Anyway, we talked a week later and he said he'll love me and support me no matter what. I knew this already, but it was still nice to hear.
Aww.
So yeah, I mean, it could be a little hard coming out to parents, especially when they have their own religious views, on a sense, or their own views of normal. Yeah,
even
a vision for yourself.
I would say that's something that my mom was very upset about, was the fact that she even out of the gay scenario, I was supposed to be a doctor. Or I was supposed to be some type of rocket scientist. Right. And yeah, since I'm not that, the vision that she has is very disappointing.
I mean, IT for a lot of people is rocket science.
Hey, I'll take it. For
me included.
I'll take it.
Some of the things you do with the computer, I'm like, wow, that's possible? Man, like just watching her edit these videos blows my mind. See, Mom, on the daily.
I'm fine.
She's up there. She's up there. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm happy for you, Macy. It sounds like your dad, in the end, accepted you for who you are, and as much as you, like you said, you knew it already. It's still always nice to hear the reassuringness. Like even whenever you're talking to a close loved one or a significant other, it's still always nice to hear the words like, I love you, or I care about you. Even if you already know them, it's still nice to hear the reinforcement of the words.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. All right. So we got one more of the day.
One more of the day.
What you looking at over here?
Send us your stories so we don't have to look them up.
Please. I mean, we don't mind looking them up because these are interesting as well.
I could read coming out stories all day.
All day. Love them.
So this one is from Cow of Doom. I like your username, a little morbid, but I'll take it. Yeah. All right. So, speaking of mothers, my mother came out to me as bi recently. Oh. My dad had to have a semi-serious surgery. Everything's fine now, in parentheses. And my mom turned to me out of nowhere and said, if your father dies, there's no other man for me. Of course, I respond, of course not. Dad's awesome. Her response. But if he did die, I could explore my lesbian side. Turns out she's been bi her whole life, but has managed to turns out she's been by her whole life, but managed to find her soulmate in my dad. Yes. Okay.
That's cute.
Wow.
That's cute. So
if he did die, I could
right.
explore my lesbian side.
Right.
Wow,
right.
Mom. Okay.
So that's an interesting. We're seeing the other side of it. Someone who, like we say, you can come out at any age you want. Someone who has been married, who has had kids.
Yes.
And is coming out to her kid, saying, you know what, I would be with a female. You know, but the fact that she said she found her soulmate in his dad, that's super cute.
All right, guys, so that gives us our lesbian terms. Now, obviously, you know that we don't know all the lesbian terms. It was kind of obvious here.
Hey.
Yeah.
But it's okay. This is a learning curve for all of us.
If there were some terms that we missed, if we just, or maybe we said them differently, anything, just go ahead and put that on the comments below. Let me know if there's something I need to learn. I'm down. So yeah, other than that, guys, if we provided any type of value to you, if you liked what you saw, or if you have any suggestions for us, please like, comment, subscribe.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are looking for some positive feedback.
Yes.
Any kind of feedback, honestly.
Please send us your stories.
Yes.
If you don't feel comfortable with commenting them below publicly, then, or if you want to just stay anonymous, then we also have an email, borngaypodcast@gmail.com. I'll also link that in the description below. So send us your stories. Give us something to talk about.
Oh, yeah. And we'll reiterate this every time, or reliterate. Reliterate.
I like that word. Reliterate.
Is that what? That's not what it is.
Reiterate.
Reiterate this every time, though. If you guys do want to stay anonymous, email it to us, and me and Denise are the only people who ever read those emails. We're the only people who have the password to that account. So it's going to stay just between us, y'all.
All right, guys. So over and out. I hope y'all like this episode. I'm Denise.
And I'm Lindsay, and we're born this gay. We'll see y'all next week.